Hi, I'm Judith Jones, food and travel editor of the Gourmet Travelista, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make flash cooked kale with feta and tomato. How about that? Alright, so we're going to start with 4 cups of Dino kale. You can also use curly kale. This has been destemmed, cut and washed, of course. With our stems, I've cut them into small little 1/4-inch pieces. We have 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 cup of chopped cherry tomatoes, and 1 cup of feta cheese. So we are going to heat our non-stick pan to a medium heat and start off by adding the olive oil. Swivel that round a little. Now, we are first going to add our kale stems. These are much tougher than the leaves, of course, so these need to be cooked first for about 3 to 5 minutes. So we're just going to put them in there. So we're going to let those stems get a little softer and brown a little. So a lot of people don't like cooking with the stems because they are much tougher and they're quite bitter. But the stems contain a lot of good nutrients, minerals, and vitamins. So I like cooking with them. And plus, when you saute them, they get nice and soft and brown, which I don't mind at all. All right, so that has started to cook up nicely. So now we will add the kale to the mix. Be careful for that hot oil spitting. And we're just gonna mix it all around. So we're gonna cook that just for another few minutes until the kale begins to wilt and maybe get slightly brown if you like it like that. So as it's cooking, you can see that beautiful green color of the kale popping out. And a lot of people like to flash cook and saute the kale like this because they like to present that kale nice and colorful and green. Because obviously when you braise it or when you boil it for a long time, it loses the color and also loses the nutrients. So that is just about done. And before our next step, we're gonna take off the heat. So as the kale is sauteing here, we're gonna add our cherry tomatoes to just let those juices ooze out of them and mix with the kale. So the acidity with the tomato just mixes in nicely with that bitter kale. So we're just gonna let that saute a little bit and let the juices ooze out. So those tomatoes have just softened really beautifully with the kale and all the juices oozed out of there. So once that is done, we'll take it off the heat, plate it, and then last but not least, we'll add our wonderful crumbled feta cheese. And also a little bit of salt. Ooh, lovely. So that is your flash cooked kale with tomato and feta cheese. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to check out some of our other fabulous videos and be sure to subscribe to us. And if you have any questions or queries, you can email us at requests@mahalo.com. Thanks again.